have to warn you about the greatest evil and danger on God's earth. Men rule and wickedness. You may say that God created Adam and all men in his image, so they can't be all that bad. But that's just what they want you to think. They're the ones claiming it's in Scripture. Who knows what's really in it and what they've made up? And if only lying were the worst of it. But know full well they steal and kill and rape poor, defenseless women. Fair maidens, protect your innocence. Run to the nunnery and give yourself to God. And if it's too late for you, go home. All it takes is a bit of night.
Go! Go! Quick! Car! Quick! Car! Quick! Go! Quick!
Greetings to you.
Oh, he's coming back.
So, Tobias, do you enjoy fighting?
Do I know you?
I'm Henry. Young Bruthans told me you're learning to fight. How are you faring?
Well, it's not going so well.
You don't have to do it, you know. What do you get out of being beaten time and again?
I have to. I have to beat Stanley, so they'll leave me alone.
What does he do to you?
All kinds of things. He says I'm an idiot. Sometimes he comes to Grund and causes trouble, scaring the horses, and he beat up my dog. Better limp for days, and now he's afraid of strangers.
You can defend yourself, but how can a pooch know he has to? Did he bite him at least?
Better? No, he's too nice to ever bite anyone. He runs away instead. But Stanley drove him into the corner of the stable.
People like that make me see red. Well, how about trying your luck against me?
Are you sure? You look like you can barely stand.
Don't worry about me. I know my limits.
Do you have any money? We can bet, and whoever wins gets everything.
That sounds good. I agree.
Get ready, then.
Come and get another!
I'm gonna... Why, you... Well, I lost again.
Thanks for the fight.
Yeah. Oh, and this is yours. Take it all. Now you can challenge Tuma. I like him. He's funny and kind. Not like Stanley.
Good day to you.
God bless you.
Oi, now you're looking.
Amen. My.
Ah, go! Ka! Ka! Go! Ka! Quick! Ka! Go! Gah! Go!
Calm down. Surely there's a reasonable explanation for this.
You could stick your reason up your arse. I told you something like this would happen. We never should have stopped bringing the offerings.
Your offerings are a blasphemy before God. And this...
What's going on here?
As you can see, something slaughtered all these cows.
Not just something. It was that creature from hell. I saw with my own eyes how it fled back to its hole in the mine.
Give it a rest, would you?
I won't. What'll happen when that monster comes for us next?
Seems we've been fortunate running into you then, eh?
I'm Henry of Scallis.
I'm Marion, the local priest. You look like someone who knows how to fight and isn't scared off all that easily. Just the kind of man for the job.
Tell me what happened from the beginning. What killed those cattle?
I was in my cottage when I heard such strange noises. It made my skin crawl. So I went out and saw this. And that beast what did it running away. How am I supposed to make a living now? These cows were my most treasured possessions.
What sort of strange noises did you hear? Can you describe them in some way?
It was like someone dragging chains along the ground. Neither men nor wolves make them kinds of noises. And demons carry chains so they can catch sinners with them. Everyone knows that.
And what about you? Did you hear it too?
Unfortunately, no. I was in the church when Vladimir sent for me, saying they'd found those carcasses.
Didn't you say you saw someone running away from here?
Not someone, but something. A monster from hell itself.
Just an old wives' tale.
I swear by all that's holy, the beast ran from here straight back to the old mine.
What did the beast look like?
I only saw it from afar. But before it got lost in the thicket, I saw its giant pointed snout.
Couldn't it have just been an animal? Maybe a wolf or a boar?
Can't you see my poor girls here? What kind of wolf would leave wounds like these? Oh, and the monster ran on 3 legs.
3 legs?
Aye, as sure as my name's Vladimir.
Tell me something about yourselves, so I know who I have the honor of speaking to.
Like I said, I'm Marion, and I come to Old Kutna to preach.
Aren't you, a bit young for a preacher?
I finished my trivium at Prague University last year, and I wanted to continue. But my father decided I'd had enough education and found me a place in the order in Sedlets. So now I implement my theological learning in this lovely county as a preacher.
I'm Vladimir, the mine foreman. I'm the eldest of everyone here, and the people actually respect me. Unlike our this here preacher from Prague. And them cows were mine.
You mentioned a pit of hell. Is that located somewhere around here?
That's just a local fable.
It's no fable. In the days when silver was mined here, terrible misfortune took place in the mine. A pit to hell itself opened up there.
The mine shuttering fell apart and the gallery collapsed. That's all.
Shuttering my arse! It was a pit to hell! Shuttering don't just blow up on its own. But hell didn't scare good old Father Richard, so he set off into the tunnels and struck a deal with them demons. Ever since then, we brought food to the mine for them every second Sunday, and they leave us in peace in return.
Father Richard was a crackpot. You're lucky to finally have a normal priest here now.
A priest who forbade us from bringing the offerings, and now you can both see where that's got us.
When did all this happen?
It's got to be at least 5 years now.
And you've been taking food there ever since?
That's right. And nothing's ever happened until now, all because our new priest here forbade us from bringing offerings.
Has anyone actually looked?
Richard, nobody else has ever had the courage. The very mine shaft stinks like hell itself. So we only ever lower a bucket down with
left to work in Grund. Seems they'd no longer felt the vein was worth the trouble here.
Where's Father Richard now?
He returned to his maker not long ago, and now I preach here in his place. The moment I caught word of that foolish superstition, I put a stop to any offerings.
And you can see what that caused.
It's only happenstance. This isn't the first, nor the last time that wolves dare to venture into town.
Vladimir's right. It doesn't look like it was the work of wolves. I don't know what could have done it, but wolves don't make those kind of wounds.
You hear that, Father? And that's coming from someone who's been out and seen the world.
This whole thing is very odd. How do you want me to help?
The massacre of those cattle is a horrible thing, but the heresy that's been tolerated here on account of the former priest is even worse.
Old Father Richard would chase you out of town, you stuffed frock.
Marion may be young, but he's still a priest, and he deserves a bit of respect.
Thank you, Henry. Since you're the only one here uninvolved, I'd like you to go into the old mine and discover the truth of this old wives' tale.
And while you're there, take some peace offering with you. Otherwise, I wouldn't even dare going.
What am I to do with you? All right. Henry, take their offering with you as well. You'll do just as those wretches did before you, and then wait to see if any demons show their faces or not.
Wait for demons? You want to send the poor fella to his death?
Don't listen to him, Henry. Faith in God will protect you, but before you go through the mine, we'll have a look around the village. Then we'll all meet at the entrance to the mine.
All right, I'll help you. But what about the offering?
A bit of food will do. Here you go. We always lowered the food down in a bucket. The main thing is not to go down the shaft yourself, lest you anger hell.
Don't be frightened. It's just an old shaft.
You'll find it to the west of here. The whole area's deserted and most of the entrances are blocked off. You go past the mine buildings until you reach the one that's collapsed to the ground. The mine entrance is next to it. Good luck, lad. You're going to need it.
God be with you. Careful.
Nice one. Ugh. It really does smell like hell here. Might there be some truth to the story? Oh, Jesus. What a diabolical stink. Ugh. All right then, let's see if we can't lure the devil out. What the... Where am I? And where did all my things go? Jesus, what the fuck is going on here? What's this? Did the knight write this? Shit. There's no way through.
Page Satana! Inventor et magisterum fallaciae, hostes humanis salutis. Terribilis Deus, Sanctuario. Benedict Deus, Gloria Patri.
More entries. Also written by the knight?
Goes there. I am the shield of God's demon. I am Taras.
looks like some kind of contract. It must be important if he locked it away.
Amici diaboli libera stomini! Aras, we'll find it. You'll find it. And kill it.
Jesus. His helmet's completely stuck. Can't get it off. Even more entries. Christ. He went completely mad. Ah, everything's here. All right.
Henry, what happened down there?
Who are these people with you?
Men from the surrounding homesteads. I told you I'd be bringing help. Now, tell us, what did you find down there?
I know this'll sound strange, but a deranged knight lives down in the mine. He almost killed me, but I managed to get away. They were bringing the supplies to him, not to demons.
I told you that there would be an explanation from our world. No demons or devils.
And what if the knight himself came from hell?
Even you don't believe that. He's just an ordinary looter and parasite.
Quiet! Do you hear that?
Lord have mercy.
That's the hellish beast! It's him!
Ready yourselves, men. Henry, you too.
Shadows and flames! You brought friends, did you, Hellspawn? It matters not. I'll take you all on!
No! You've got it all wrong. I went into the mine as we agreed, and it's there that I ran into Sir Taras here. Sir Taras signed a contract with Father Richard. He was meant to guard the gateway to hell and receive regular supplies from the locals in return. When I first met him, I thought he was some kind of hellspawn. And he wanted to kill me, so I fled. I've got the contract here. See for yourself.
A contract? Well, I was sure all of this was mere heathen idolatry.
Father Richard never said nothing about a contract to no one. All he said was to provide food to keep the pit of hell quiet.
Maybe Father Richard feared you wouldn't listen otherwise. None of this, however, rights the wrongs committed by Sir Taras. Or are you looking to pardon him for slaying the cattle?
I have no need for pardons from you. I've spent years in the dark protecting you, ingrates. Meanwhile, you lot broke the promise and forgot about me. You'll pay for that!
Everyone calm down. The only crime committed here is ignorance. Apart from Father Richard and Sir Taras, no one knew of the contract. And when Father Richard died, Sir Taras was left on his own with his oath. He was kept alive by nothing but superstition and the offerings you brought to pacify hell. And when the offerings stopped, Sir Taras thought you betrayed him. And so he sought his revenge.
I had no idea.
Like I said, only ignorance is to blame. But now everything has been explained. So there's no reason to seek revenge or continue your investigation.
I won't settle for that. Fall to your knees and beg for forgiveness! I want to hear it with my own ears. You owe me that much for all the years I spent down there.
An apology? After you slaughtered our cattle?
Quiet, Vladimir. Sir Taras is right. He deserves our apology. Sir Taras, on behalf of the entire village, we ask for your forgiveness and thank you for the sacrifice you made for us. Your services are no longer needed. I'll have the mine filled in, and you'll receive all that you require. A horse, food, and supplies for the road.
So, I'm finally free? I've fulfilled my oath and cleansed my soul before the eyes of God?
It's true, Sir Taras. Your sins have been washed away by your service.
Oh, thank you!
And as for you, Henry, you did even more than I asked. You've earned your reward 10 times over. Take this, and go with our thanks.
And my thanks too, lad.
My pleasure, friends. I don't think anyone's ever going to believe this story. Ka! Go! Go! Ka! Ka! Quick! Quick! How's it going here in Grund? Anything new?
Well, nothing much, I fear. Day after day after day, things remain the same. Which is a good thing, actually. If you're looking for work, you should look elsewhere.
I need to get my horse scrubbed down and its tack cleaned.
As you wish, but it will take some time.
What if I offered you this much? It's just a horse washing after all. Do we have a deal?
That's more like it. Just a bit more and we can shake hands. That works for me. Why not?
Here you go then.
Now then, where is this beauty of yours? All finished. Those hooves gave me a hard time.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Mike. Greetings, what do you need? Sir.
I reckon the harvest will be good this year.
I'd like to think so. But who knows what the summer will bring? What with the blood...
What do you need, my friend?
This could use some repairs. Let's talk about the price.
Very well. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. Excellent. It was a... What would you like, sir?
Show me your wares.
Thank you, sir. And come again.
A word about the price.
Well, I suppose we can try.
What would you say to this?
Well, if you offer a little bit more, we can make a deal. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
What is it? Are you whistling just for fun?
Quick! Quick! Go! Go!
Get you bastard!
Whoa, whoa.
Thanks to God I'm the Blessed Virgin.
What's that sound?
Huh?
You're a dead man!
I'll sort you out. I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker. Wanker! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! Go!
That piece of land is mine! You're pouring it over the fence!
Now, fellas. You're not going to squabble like children, are you?
Keep your nose out of it, all right? This slob here empties his chamber pot in my yard every day.
That piece of yard is mine.
And again, there's a fence.
Which has no business being there.
Can you explain to me what's going on?
This is dumping his shit in my yard. What don't you understand?
Except the yard is mine.
The fence is where it is for a reason. For the 1000th time, you saggy bald whoreson. If you want to complain, go to the bailiff.
And I'm telling you, for the 1000th time, I have no wish to talk to the magistrate when he's your brother-in-law. I'd rather have nails hammered up my arse.
Keep fucking with me, and that's exactly what you'll get.
Look, how about this? You let him dump his shit on your dung pile, and you give him some apples in return. Instead of bickering over that patch of yard, you can share it equally.
What? No way!
He's not getting my apples, not for anything.
If your neighbour isn't happy about where the fence is, I think you should try to work something out.
We are working something out, if you hadn't noticed. So stop sticking your oar in and let us get on with it.
You're both idiots.
And what's it to you, anyway?
That's the first sensible thing you've said all day. We'll teach you not to meddle in other people's business. Now you're gonna die! Yield! Gorva! I'm wounded!
What are you doing?
You want to try me? You're bored!
Who's that madman?
You can't stand up to this! Useless! It's a wonder you're still standing! Didn't see that coming, eh? For the cross!
Him in the stocks. Hang him.
You're boring me! Try a little!
There's no escape!
I'm just getting started!
Hang him. What the? Goodness gracious! Are you alright? Do you hear me? Wake up. Christ! Get up. You'll catch cold. Sakura!
Greetings to you!
God be with you, Zizka.
Oh well. Now just this.
I hope you... Find what you're looking for next time, good sir. What can you do, sir? Maybe next time.
I'd like to learn a new combat technique.
Certainly. I'm just about bored to death, so at least this'll make the time pass faster. I'll show you one quick thrust with a longsword. My favourite.
That sounds good. Teach me that.
All right. As long as you're not all thumbs, we'll get through this quick. There's nothing complicated about it. See, all you need to do is, during a deep thrust, to unexpectedly drop your right hand from the sword, and then you can get much further with your left. The opponent usually doesn't have enough time, and the tip of the sword ends up in his face like a giant stinger. Clean, fast work. And now, come and try it a few times. Good. You could be bloody... Damn good. If you don't get killed first.
Innkeeper, have you got anything to eat? Bring me something to eat. One beer.
Quick! Quick! Quick!
My God, that looks like a bloody expensive haul.